This is Tuesday, 1 week from when we want to be in Georgia. So we just got the engine back tonight and are working on getting everything put back on it. So like we're working on getting injection pumps on. Cody's working on finishing up the intake. So we'll get that bolted on. The guys are just over cleaning up gaskets and studs for the manifold. So they'll be putting that on. Worked on the S10 as far as I just tried to get everything somewhat clean before we stuff this thing back in. Just tried to get a season worth of grime and oil off of it. And now I'm working on redoing some nitrous lines. So last year we had the 2 bottles with dash 8 lines feeding into a single dash 8 line running up to the shower head that supplied all of the solenoids. So we were seeing quite a bit of pressure drop when we turned on the big kits. So now we are going to make so that there's individual lines. So one bottle is going to feed the spool and the water system and the first stage, and the other line is going to feed stage 2 and stage 3, just so that we have more volume and we don't have any flow restriction. And then we'll end up running a balancing hose between the 2 shower heads so that our pressures are all the same. So I'm working on redoing a whole bunch of lines to get all of that done. So that's what we're working on tonight, and hopefully in the next couple days we'll have an engine in this thing and make some smoke, and we want to be ready to head south by the weekend. So we'll see how it goes. How many people does it take to put on an intake?
All of us. I don't know. I think I started that bastard child straighter than Larson did up top.
Yep, sure did.
Lynn, was that all the bolts? Because I think we're
That's all I got. How many are we missing?
1. We are.
Oh,
right
cool.
there? No, what? Then 2. Because it's 1 missing over here. No, just that one.
We probably have some of those in the bolt bin.
Actually, hey, I got one. I had some for my
manifold is on, and we're bolting the intake on, and then we're going to call it a day. So really, once this intake is on, then we're ready to take it off the cradle, put the mid plate on, and stuff it in the truck. So we're, oh boy. Oh, you had to fulfill your hourly quota of hurting yourself?
Yeah, once every 2 hours, and then Fridays it's every hour.
Yeah, I think it's more than Fridays.
I just want everybody to know that puts Drew's intakes on.
Drew, can you believe that? Unbelievable.
You know what?
Nick that thing. That's just unacceptable.
Did a good job keeping that time. Okay, down a little bit more. A little bit more.
I think I'm going to keep it right there and then try to tip it because, well,
yeah, no, we can do that. Let me grab.
Hold on. Where's that pry bar? All right, night number 2 working on this thing. We got the engine stuffed earlier today, and now we're having the fun task of hooking up all the 500 lines and things of the sort. Had the nitrous system completely apart, so all of the solenoids need to get put back on. All those fittings take a while. Then we set the engine today. We put the valve cover and the rail on it. This rail had been out about an inch further, and the way the cowl is, it was too far off to the side, and was hitting the side of the cowl. So I spent a good bit of the evening shortening these brackets up about an inch, moving the rail in, and then tomorrow we're getting new lines to go from the rail to the injector. So Phil's going to send those down, and then we get to rebend those. So that was a little bit of a hiccup that we ran into, but if that's the worst of it, then I think we're doing all right. So that's where we're at, and see how much more progress we can make tonight. I think we're ready to crank and see if we can get oil pressure, if we have any leaks, anything of that sort. Power. Shifter's not plugged in, so it's the first problem I'm seeing. If it can't sense neutral, it won't let me do anything. Let's see if we can find that one. Should have neutral safety. Okay, see anything that we're missing? I'm going to try to bump the starter. 17 volts. Alright, here goes nothing. Of course. These batteries are typically very angry. Okay. We're gonna, yeah, we got good voltage. That battery over there on the table, we're gonna have to jumper with it. Turn, are both of those bolts in tight?
Pretty tight.
Okay, the positive post is out towards the outside. Yep. You just set her down on top of it like that.
Let her
I
rip.
see sparks.
Nope.
Oop. There we go. Whew, that thing has compression.
Well,
all right.
it's full of
Yeah, we're gonna go again. Is there any oil on the top of the Clearview?
Yep.
Okay. All right, let's try again. Hey, got 5 pounds of oil pressure to start. Seeing any leaks anywhere?
Not yet.
I'm gonna try it again, see if we can by chance pick up some supply pressure. I'm not getting anything on supply pressure. We might need to put pressurize the breather on the tank.
baby.
Holy small child! Is that like?
That's a
That's
unit.
almost as big as you.
That is an actual unit. There's no way
That's
I'm
impressive.
usually I get a bowl, but I wanted to get a burrito and I'm
Yeah, it's always a great thing to put a messy burrito on top of tools.
I mean, it's a clean work area, right? No mess.
All the crumbs are just gonna go flying, bro.
Spooky. They definitely overload.
I have to say, my burrito is one of the better burritos I've had in a while. Yeah, you're so hosed,
yeah.
son. You definitely should have kept some foil wrapped around the bottom half of that thing. All right, moment of truth.
1, 2.
See what happens. It's going to take a minute for fuel pressure to come. Do you have injectors on yet or no? All right.
Ready?
You're done.
Should probably be good to. Should start.